It's NFL mailbag time. All of the questions coming in from our live audience here at Chat Sports. And again, if you want to be on the show, then you got to be subscribed. Otherwise, you won't get the notification when we go live. All right, first up from Shaun Michael. It's too funny to not bring it up there. I'm glad you did it, Marshall. If Michigan beats Ohio State, what crazy nonsense will Yoder do at work? I think some crazy ass shit, if you don't mind me swearing. Oh, here he comes. Come on up.
That's what we do.
That's what he'll do. I will not be in on Saturday, so thank goodness. All right, back to real questions. Jeremy, you and Jeremy are going to Vegas, and you're going to bet it all on blue. All right, Evan Hinders, with Phillip Lindsay going to Miami, will Miami start to turn around their season, maybe be the 7th seed? So I think that Lindsay could help Miami. I will say this, and I've seen some of the reaction from even Dolphins media members that I know and follow. Phillip Lindsay, this is an upgrade for Miami at the running back position. Is it, though? He's averaging 2.6 yards per carry this year. Now, granted, it's only on 50 touches, but I don't think you're getting 2018 Phillip Lindsay at this point. The Dolphins' O-line is still not that good. I like the pickup. I thought it was a good, low-risk, really no-risk, decent reward gamble by Miami, but I don't think that adding Lindsay changes their season. I think it really comes down to, can the O-line do better, or at least do decently, and allow Tua to have some more time. It could be a nice little boost when having fantasy, go for it, but he's not the savior or anything. But they could make a push for that 7 seed. The AFC is stacked this year for Miami. They might have to win out to make the postseason, which I don't think happens. From Raider Nation FYM, do you think the Raiders make the Raiders keep Derek Carr? Well, I think I know what you mean. They're going to keep Derek Carr. I think they will. I think that for the Raiders, I know there's a vocal portion of the fan base that doesn't like Derek Carr, and they just want him gone, and I get that. I think from this perspective, the grass isn't always greener. Now, if you could get like Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers, go do it. That you kind of almost have to make that move at that point. But if you're just like drafting a quarterback, stick with Derek Carr. I know he's not a true top 5 quarterback, but I think he's a lot better than some of the other options. He's kind of in that top 10, top 15 range, at least for me. For Marquis Robertson, hi Tom and Chase and Harrison and Mitch. Ooh, tough break, Marshall. Who do you guys have winning MVP and in the Super Bowl this year? So I think my preseason projection was, I think I had Mahomes for MVP. I don't remember who I actually picked, but it might have been Mahomes, which is not going to happen. And then my Super Bowl was Packers over Chiefs. I have not wavered off of Green Bay. I did waver off of KC, but I figure I might as well kind of stick around at this point and roll with what I've got going forward. From Robert Bruce, hello Marshall, hello Tom, great work. Patriots pass rush and secondary top 3 or 4 in the lead. Ryan Tannehill needs to pass to win. I think you have success against my Patriots. First off, Robert, I was wrong. Your Patriots, I think, are going to end up being a playoff team when it's all said and done. They've gotten really hot lately. I think from what Bill Belichick likes to do, he's going to take away A.J. Brown. He's not going to be a factor that much in that game, and that leaves Ryan Tannehill with Chester Rogers, Nick Westbrook-Ikhine, Deonta Foreman. So because of that, I think it's going to be a very low-scoring, tough affair for Tennessee. I got the Patriots winning that game. From Run the Dang Ball, is the Seahawks season over? I don't want to be mean to Seahawks fans because I love you guys so much. You're so cool. Yeah, I kind of think it is. I had fairly high hopes for Seattle this year. This has not gone the way they thought it was going to. They are 3-7 right now. And although that's not totally out of the playoff race right now, I do think you have to get to at least 9, if not 10 wins to make the postseason this year. And I just don't think Seattle is going to have enough success down the stretch to make that happen. And I think it will raise plenty of questions, even though they're going to compete because no first-round pick, what the future holds for Pete Carroll, Russell Wilson, and several other big-name guys. Now, what team, and hell, Seattle might be a great answer for this, what team has been the biggest disappointment this season? You can head down to the pinned comment and answer this question right there. So if you get the ad break, take advantage. Go do it right now. From Shaun Michael, if the Lions draft Olave and Kayvon Thibodeau, playoff caliber team in 2022, what other moves do you make, and what do you do at quarterback? Because Lions are winless right now. Even if they get to, 5 wins, 4 wins the rest of the way, which would be a great finish, do you trust Jared Goff? My answer is probably not. I think this Lions rebuild is going to be a bit more of a longer-term one. It might be more of a 3-year rebuild. Or if you get aggressive and find a different franchise quarterback, okay. But I don't think Olave alone is going to be enough to get Jared Goff back on track for Detroit. From Linlin B, is the Broncos head coach on the hot seat? Right this second, I think Vic Fangio's hot seat has cooled down. If Denver doesn't make the postseason and they win maybe only 9 or 8 games, I think he'd still be gone at that point. Remember, it's a new GM, technically speaking. George Payton's in charge right now. I don't hate Fangio. I don't think they have the quarterback right now. If they can finish around 500, they might keep Fangio and then go get aggressive to get a big-time quarterback, a Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, etc. So long-term, short-term picture, he's safe. If they lose out a bunch of games down the stretch, he will be. From Mr. Worldwide, do the Dolphins need to get another offensive coordinator? Fitting it's a Miami question here. I want to say yes, because I don't think the Godsey-Studsville duo is good at all, but that would be the 4th offensive coordinator under Brian Flores in as many years. That's basically unheard of. You don't see that level of coordinator turnover when they all got fired. I don't think the coaching staff has done a great job of maximizing Tua. I don't think that's the case. I think all this change and hiring from within when you've been firing other people is really weird. I don't think it's worked. I can't remember who the O'Shea, Chad O'Shea was the first OC. I can't remember his first name. I think it was O'Shea, the last name. Then Chan Gailey was the OC. And I got this weird hybrid of multiple voices into his ear. I don't think it's gone well for the Dolphins at the in the OC position. So I'd love a new OC. But if you're hiring another OC, doesn't that mean you need a head coach change too? Because you should not get to make 4 different offensive coordinator hires in as many years. That's kind of crazy. NFL fans, it's getting to be the holiday season, which means you got to find stuff to buy for yourself or for others. Here's a great gift if you want to put it on your Christmas list or, get one for a friend or family member. How about these NFL hoodies? I love the Dolphins one, by the way. So fire. 50% off official NFL hoodies. A fantastic deal just in time for winter when you go to chatsports.com/NFL hoodie. That link, by the way, will be in the comments section and in the description. Hoodies for whatever team you're a fan of, tons of options. Chatsports.com/NFL hoodie. From Shaun Michael again, trade Russell Wilson to the Eagles for Jalen Hurts and the number 3 pick. I actually like this one. I don't know exactly how the value could change, like if that's too much or too little, but I think your starting point there is really good, actually. We don't get that many good trade ideas because the NFL doesn't happen very often, but might need some minor tweaking. But if I'm Philly, let's ride. You get Russell Wilson, go win right now. And if you're Seattle, you're going to blow it up. Hurts at number 3 is a pretty good starting point. From Mark Mulo, I hope you're well. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate that. Given the Vikings' recent upset win over the Packers and with the disasters in Chicago and Detroit, could the Vikings still grab an NFC playoff spot? I think they absolutely could. The way that the NFC, oh, perfect, Marshall. Thank you. They actually are right now in the playoff picture hunt, at least as we film this before the Thanksgiving games. Keep it all even there in the end. They're the 6th seed right now. You've got the Saints and the Niners and Eagles' easy schedule coming up. Panthers still in the mix. Maybe Atlanta, Washington kind of remove the stick from their behinds a little bit there. Minnesota is going to be in the playoff mix down the stretch. Can they finish? That remains to be seen. But yes, Mark, I do think they will be in that playoff hunt because they are right now. From Randy Savage, what a great reference right there. Who is your dream Big Ben replacement? Keeping it somewhat realistic, acknowledging there could be some cap issues for Pittsburgh, but you can find your way around that. I'm going trade. And potentially, next offseason, there could be a lot of big-name quarterbacks who are available on the market. Aaron Rodgers is probably the dream one, given his weird flirting with Mike Tomlin on the sidelines. Matt Ryan could be available. He's still decent, although he is aging. Russell Wilson, Mr. Unlimited, kind of, I think, might want out of there at some point in the near future. Deshaun Watson, if his legal issues are sorted out. And then, I think that Jimmy Garoppolo is better than Mason Rudolph. I know not saying all that much, but if I'm Pittsburgh, given that it is a bad quarterback draft class, I would be looking at the trade market. I would try to win with what, for the most part, is a fairly built-in, core with your roster. You've invested a lot in trying to win right now. If you roll from Big Ben to Rodgers or Wilson or whoever, that still keeps you alive beyond just 1 year. So how will the Steelers eventually replace Big Ben? Is it going to be through the draft? Type in D. Going to be free agency? Type in F. Going to be T, or type in T if you think it's going to be trade. Kind of fumbled through that one, but you know what I mean. From Bobby Boucher, why do the Steelers pay Taysom Hill so much money? Well, for starters, you can't convince me that it's not money laundering. That's my personal theory. Now, on a more serious note, Sean Payton loves him. He is a big Taysom Hill guy. There was the way his last deal was structured was a pretty big dead cap hit coming. I haven't seen the full nitty-gritty yet. Maybe it's out right now. I just haven't seen it. I'll double-check. Of the contract details. He's not going to get all of the money you saw initially. That's not how it's really going to work out there. It's not out there quite yet. It'll be kind of staggered, some fake back-end deals as well, fake years tacked on, adjustments, etc. It's a lot of money. They wanted to keep him on the roster at a similar cap without having a massive dead cap hit next year. But that's the money-wise, player-wise, Sean Payton loves him, even though he is not an NFL quarterback. If you guys want more free daily videos here on Chat Sports, it's very simple. All you have to do is subscribe right now. Turn those notifications on. That way you don't miss anything here at Chat Sports. From You Like That, why doesn't Kirk Cousins get respect around the NFL? He's bald this year. Cousins has been, statistically, a damn good quarterback. A rather surprising 21 touchdown, 2 interception ratio, which is one of the better ones in the NFL. Part of the reason why he doesn't get much respect is, I think even with his own head coach and Mike Zimmer, there's too much conservatism in his play. He's not very aggressive. I think that annoys Zimmer to an extent. He just wants to play it safe, which on one hand, hey, I get it. Also, this part. In prime time, he's not that good. And that's been an issue for Kirk Cousins. And I think he's a good quarterback, but he hasn't always been a great quarterback. So I am curious how you guys answer this question. Is Kirk Cousins a franchise QB? Type in Y for yes, he is. He's the real deal. You want to pay him whatever it costs. Or type in N for no. Evan Hinders, would Fitzmagic be better as an offensive coordinator or quarterback next season? Down the road, I think coordinator. I don't think he's ready for that yet, though. I mean, even Kellen Moore spent time as a quarterback's coach. You don't see normally that quick jump to being an immediate OC. If he's healthy, I want to see him at quarterback, but I think coaching could be in his career sooner rather than later. From Rashard Lee, if Dak wins a Super Bowl, he'll become a top 5 Cowboys quarterback. He has already won, I think. I mean, obviously, you've got your Hall of Famers, Roger Staubach, Troy Aikman, Danny White, Tony Romo in that next tier. Is Don Meredith in there over Dak Prescott? Maybe. It's certainly not, Quincy Carter. So I think he's in that conversation already. A win, for sure, locks him in as a top 3 Cowboys QB.